What is up, guys? How is it going today? My name is Syratube, but of course, most of you already know that. Thank you for tuning in today for our 6th live stream in a row. That's right, been daily streaming for 6 days. Feels really good. I feel pretty accomplished about it, and this song's like really boring. Hold on, we're gonna switch. This is a little more exciting, but thank you guys for tuning in. We're working with 914 mil today. You guys know the deal. Our classic flipping and money-making live stream here. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Leave a like if you do. And if you're not joining us on Discord, by the way, there's a link in the description below for that. Join us on Discord. You're going to get to see the best flips that I've ever had, the best flips that our other Discord members have as well, and even our worst flips. I just posted a flip in there today where I lost like 7 mil. So if you want to see that, join us on Discord, link in the description below. It's going to be a great time in there, and you're going to learn all the money making and flipping tips that you could ever possibly need. Let's go ahead and get into it today, guys. Working with 914 mil, and we're going to see what we can do with that. Master BYT says, yo, just call me Naz. Also in here as well, and Jordy, they came in before the stream started, so thank you guys for the support, and we're gonna get into the flipping today. So the Amulet of Torture, you guys know what we're gonna do first. The Amulet of freaking Torture, one of my favorite flips, and I always do this, not always first, but always in like the first couple. You know, you guys always see me flipping this, and especially since we have 914 mil to work with, we've got quite a lot of capital to throw around, so we want to make sure we can utilize that. And the Amulet of Torture is just such a safe, easy flip to do, in my opinion, that I like doing it. And it kind of adjusts to a higher stack, so very happy for that. Yo, I'm Realmcott from Discord. Nice. Good to see you, Master BYT. Thank you for tuning in today. World of RS says, hey, Sierra, late stream, but I'll take part anyway. Do you think the future streams can start at midnight or a bit before? Why is the stream time 2 past midnight anyway? It's because I have work during the day. So, since I live in the Eastern time zone, I have to be at work during the day, and when I get home, this is like basically the soonest I can possibly stream, because I get home, just decompress from work a little bit and eat dinner. And even if I go straight into eating dinner, the soonest I get ready is about 6:45 or so. So that's the soonest I can start the streams. But anyway, we're not focused on the stream times today. If you do want to know more about the streaming times and when you can catch me live, join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below for that. Master BYT says, can you explain flipping for a beginner? Absolutely. We will walk through a beginner flip in like a couple minutes. Let me just set a couple of flips before we do that, if you do not mind. But we'll definitely do that for you, Master BYT. Flipping to Max also says, hey, good to see you as well. Now, let's focus on the flips today, guys. I actually do want to check mana raise, because mana raise, oh my goodness. Well, okay, they didn't break 1.5k for too long, it looks like. But look at those margins. This is a really volatile item right now. Mana rays are at one of the highest prices I've ever seen them at, so flipping these is going to be a little bit up and down. Let me go ahead and list the Amulet of Fury as well. But don't worry, I will not forget to show you how to do your first flip, or explain the process of flipping for you. Just give me a minute so I can set these other flips, and I can just, let these flips make us money while we talk about some of the easier flips today on this stream. Let's go ahead. We're going to list a few of these Amulets of Fury. They're not crazy today. We're going to get about, I think it's like 8k per, which is nothing insane, but in my opinion, still worth flipping at that price point. We still have 776 mil to work with, so we're going to check out the Grimy Renard Weed as well. The Grimy Renard Weed is a really, really good flip. We haven't had a lot of success with it on these past couple of streams, but I remember flipping this in the past, maybe 20, 30 streams ago at this point, and we were getting really good margins on these, and it looks like today we're also going to get one of those outstanding margins. So we're going to take a look and see if we can actually get a few Grimy Renard flipped for a very, very good profit. Can you flip Addy darts? You always suggest them, but I always lose out on them. Sure thing. I'll flip that as our example flip for Master BYT. That way he can see how to do a flip. We'll actually do it right now since we already do have 4 listed. So we'll get into using the rest of the stack after that. So Master BYT, this is how you're going to execute your first flip and how flipping actually works in old school RuneScape. We're going to run through an entire flip right now. So basically, by the way, if you do need more coaching on doing your first flip, I have an entire video on flipping for beginners, so I'd recommend checking that out on my channel. But since you're here live, we're going to walk through it together. So first, you're going to want to find an item. For this example, we're going to use the Adamant Dart. And the Adamant Dart is a very basic, very simple flip. and it's going to be great for our example today. So as you can see, I am first buying the dart for a very, very high price. Just one single dart. I basically click it and just crank the price up. Now I know we already bought it, but you can see right here we already bought the dart, and that we bought it for 81 GP each. Now we're going to turn around and sell this adamant dart for as low as possible, guys. So we're just going to crank the price down on that and sell it, and we'll actually see what the margin is. Now, as you can see, it sold for 78 coins each, which means at its lowest point, we can actually buy these adamant darts for 78 GP each, and we can actually turn around and sell them for 81 GP each. So you might say like, oh, that's only one adamant dart, so even if you did that, you would only make, what, 3 GP? But when you scale this up to flipping 10,000 of these adamant darts, well, suddenly you're making 30k in profit. So this is where the profit from flipping actually comes from. So since we know the margin is buying at 78 GP and we can sell those for 81 GP, we can make a listing for 10,000 adamant darts at 78 GP and turn around and sell those 10,000 darts when they buy for 81 GP, netting us I think 30k in profits. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're actually gonna go a little bit over because the limit is 4k every 4 hours. So we're gonna list that and see if we can get that successfully. I like the current song. It was made by a good friend of mine, World of RS, so I'm glad you do enjoy that. So hopefully that made sense, Master BYT, and hopefully you can utilize that to your best ability. Of course, if you need more coaching on that, message me on Discord. I'll walk through it with you. Party Gift says, what's up? It's one at a time. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying the stream. Let's make some bank today. I lost a 7 mil flip. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you did not, check it out on Discord. Link in the description below. It's under the bad flips section. I literally lost like 7 mil on a flip, so we got to make sure we make that money back up. So we're gonna try the Bandos chestplate actually. Now these are items that I typically would not do off stream, but since we have a lot of capital for these couple of streams here, I'm gonna try and do the best we can with these Bandos chest plates here on stream. So it looks like we're gonna get about 20k for every Bandos chest plate here. So we're gonna list a few of those. We're gonna do about 7 of them, and that should net us a good bit of cash. These adamant darts bought really quick, so I'm a little bit nervous that we're gonna have trouble selling them. Hopefully Naz is not cursing us on these adamant darts. Please don't curse us, and hopefully we should be able to sell these. My question is up. Oh, sorry, World of RS. I totally missed that. Give me actually 1 second. I'm going to prove you guys wrong. I've actually broken the Dragon Claw curse, guys. So I actually have been able to flip these successfully a few times here. So we're going to go in and flip a few of them just to show you guys, just to show you that I can actually flip these items, because a lot of you guys hating on me, you know? You guys don't think I can flip the Dragon Claws, and you know what? I can now. So I'm going to prove it to you guys, and we're actually going to flip 4 of them at a time. We're going to go back and flip another 3 if we can succeed on these Dragon Claws. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that flip. We're going to break the curse today. Today will be the final decider of if the curse of the Dragon Claws is broken. And look, we've already got 1 Dragon Claw coming in, so that is fantastic. Let's go, guys, and let's turn around and sell these Amulets of Fury for 2,127,995. And then I'm going to do one more listing, and I think we're going to do the Dragon Warhammer. And thanks to actually Naz again for mentioning that the other day. Put it back in my mind as like a good item to flip, because it's been a while since I flipped a few of these. So not a great margin on them. We're just gonna flip 2 of them to make up for the margin check cost and a little bit of an additional profit, and then we're gonna get out of the Dragon Warhammers, because that is really not enough profit for me. We'll keep a close eye on the Amulets of Torture and the Bandos chestplates, but until then, wow, we already sold the Furies, but until then, let's get into World of RS's question, because I kind of let that go up to the top here. So World of RS says, were you scared of losing more so you dumped the 9 Sanguesti staffs? Interesting. I don't see the sell price 90.5 mil in the graph. Was it a panic sell? It currently shows 91.2. No. So what happened was I put a listing in for the day, and I looked at it, and this morning it was at, the Sanguesti staff was about 92.3 mil. So I was like, let me put in a listing a mil under and see if it fluctuates, and I can pick up a few throughout the day. Well, the entire day goes by, and I get out of work, and I'm looking on my phone, waiting for the train, and I noticed that only one of the Sanguesti staffs is bought. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why the rest didn't buy. So I just put it back, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just, fix it when I get home. We'll sell the 1 staff. We'll probably make a little profit. Not a big deal, right? Well, I get home, and of course, all the staffs have bought in, and I check the sell price, and it's at 89.5 mil. So I'm starting to freak out a little bit because I don't want these to crash any lower, and I need the money to flip on stream, right? So I'm just like, okay, let me just list it in the middle and see what happens. Sure enough, I'm sitting around for a few minutes, boom, they all instant sell, and boom, I lose a bunch of money. Simple as that. It wasn't really a panic sell necessarily, but I was trying to get the staffs off for like a medium price, just so I could like make up some money and have enough money to flip with. So it does stink that we lost that much money, but we're gonna try to make it up, and that's all. You know what? That's the game of flipping, guys. Like if you're lazy with your flips, like I was, then you're gonna lose money, guaranteed. So you need to make sure that you're maintaining your flips very closely. Yes, Master BYT says, I'm going to be AFKing woodcutting for the next 97 days, so I want to be flipping in the background. Well, hopefully my flipping example that I went through was helpful for you. As you can see, it is almost finished, and wow, that is actually crazy. Literally, as soon as I was saying that, it finished. Wow, I must be the flipping guru or something like that. But anyway, as you can see, we're going to talk about this flip just to finish up a first beginner flip here. But as you can see, we made about 40K? Is that like, no, that's 30K. That's like 37K. So we made 37K from just simply flipping an easy item. Party Gift says, waiting for the MTA. Absolutely, man. Eric Rock popping in here today. Thank you for tuning in, man. So good to see you guys. Make sure you guys are leaving a like if you are enjoying the stream. We're trying to make all this profit back that we lost today. Oh man, it's been such a good week for flipping besides that for me though. So honestly, I'm not that disappointed that I lost a 7 mil flip. And some of you might be like, dude, that's a lot of money, but you know what? That's just the game. Like when you're flipping, sometimes you make a lot of money, sometimes you lose a lot of money. So that's just the way it goes. Let's go ahead and list some, not magical X, mahogany planks is actually what we're going to look into. The mahogany planks sometimes have a really good margin. The quantity every 4 hours is also very, very high. It's actually 13,000. So very happy with that. And wow, the mahogany plank margin is looking really nice. We're going to list the full limit of those, which like I just said is 13K every 4 hours. And hopefully that is going to do its thing there. We still have 249 mil to work with, and I know exactly what we're going to do with that. We're going to go in and flip the necklaces of anguish. These are a very slow but decent margin flip, to be honest. And the quantity is 70 every 4 hours. So if you're someone with a 300 to 400 mil cash stack, honestly, you can really capitalize a lot on the necklace of anguish. Of course, you do not need 300 to 400 mil, but that is like the optimal amount, I would say, to really be making, excuse me, a lot of bank off of these. You can also do 10 at a time for 150 mil or so, but that's why I recommend 300 to 400 mil, so you can just fill one slot up like this. We're actually going to list let's see how many we can do here. We can do 16, I think, at a time. So we're going to list that and let it sit for a while. Whew! Guys, we need to make up these profits again today. Party Gift says, I actually work near Battery Park. No way, man. That's awesome, dude. We finally have someone else who is in the city here in New York. So, wow, that's awesome. I'm so glad we've got at least one fan that's close by. Thank you, man. Dragon Pick was a 50K margin yesterday, says, just call me Naz. I don't do the Dragon Pickaxe as often as I should, to be quite honest. I need to capitalize on that more. I tend to like the Necklace of Anguish a little bit more than the Dragon Pickaxe. For some reason, I don't have good luck with the Dragon Pickaxe. It's not as consistent as the Necklace of Anguish, in my opinion, personally. So sometimes I get a little sketched out when I'm trying to flip that item. It was funny yesterday when Liba asked if crawls will drop to 10.8 mil. The next day it goes from 10.8 mil to 11.3 mil, which is today. Wow, would have been a good investment, honestly. But, the thing is, I think the crossbow is actually going to drop a little bit farther. I think it will contest a 10 mil price point for quite some time. So I'm actually going to wait a little bit longer and then see maybe if it's an item worth trying to invest in a little bit. Don't forget your scales and runes, and I, of course, will not forget those, man. Jordy Baldy says, Glory's flip, are they good for the stream? With 900 mil, you shouldn't be able to do much, I'm totally messing that up. Glory's flip, good for stream. With 900 mil, it shouldn't be too much to set aside. Oh my god, the dyslexia today, guys, is really hitting me hard. Yeah, the Glories would be okay to do. They wouldn't be amazing, though, just because, you know, like, the glories, they tend to have a very weird pattern. They can do really good overnight because the prices for them fluctuate a lot. So we can talk more about the glories in a minute. I kind of haven't flipped them in a while, so I'd actually have to try them again. Maybe we can get into them after the Bandos chest plates here. Olivia Gemma says, waiting for that KH content. What's up, Olivia? Good to see you here. One of my coworkers, actually, guys. So show some love in the chat for that. But anyway, I don't really know what else to say besides that. Party Gift says, I noticed that you generally pretty much always check the margins at the GE. Do you utilize GE Tracker at all? I tried and I got confused. Yes, so I do actually have a video on using GE Tracker and how you can actually use it to make more money while flipping. That being said, I tend to only use GE Tracker when 1, I'm not streaming, and 2, I use it when an item is really expensive. If an item has a low margin, then it's not really worth, like, or if it's a high quantity item, for example, it's not really worth you checking it on GE Tracker because the margin is not going to be as like, you can just manually check it in game and get the most accurate margin, and it's only going to cost you like 3 to 5 GP, right? So it's better if you do that. I'm just kidding. I love the stream. Thank you, Olivia. Appreciate that. Make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the stream, guys. And of course, join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below if you guys are interested in money making and just flipping content in old school RuneScape. If you want to make the most money possible in old school RuneScape, then definitely check that out. Fluctuations are sometimes good, but the 10k limit is really good for something like that. What I find, like, what I tend to do, Jordy, when I actually flip the glories, like, which I said, it's been a long time since I've actually flipped the glories, so you have to look on GE Tracker for those, honestly, because you want to look at the weekly price movements when you're looking at the glories, just because you want to list it at its kind of weekly low price and just hope it buys overnight so you can sell it the next day. When you're trying to flip something that has such a high quantity like that overnight, you want to make sure that you're hitting its like lowest point during the week. That's usually what I do, is I find its lowest point during the week and I list around that price, because generally if it's the lowest price during the week, it's probably going to go up, you know, regardless of when you get into it during that time frame. Wait, coworkers are a thing that exists? Why, I've never heard of them before. Maybe not at your job, man. Anyway, we got Naz wants a trade here today. Let's see what he's got for us. We have 69 grapes, 69 cooked chickens, 69 watermelons, and 420 grass here, we'll say. Thank you for this. We're actually just going to do a little drop party right there. So, whoever wants it, come get it. World, what world are we in here? 321? How did I forget that? Anyway. Party Gift says, did you see my last comment? Yes, okay, now I see it. Do you and Jem work in finance or accounting by chance? I'm looking to make a move, LOL. No, we don't. We actually work in IT, so it's actually very different and probably a lot less exciting. Anyway, guys, 82 mil to work with. We should put this into something. Sorry, my coworker being in here totally threw me off and like has thrown my commentary off, so I need to get back on track. Anyway, 82 mil. Let's see what we can work with here. Oh, I didn't even think you were still in here, Olivia. Anyway, we're going to keep going. 82 mil. Let's see what we can do with this. We're going to do maybe we can do the Trident. The Trident of the Seas tends to be a really easy flip. Now, it's not going to net us a ton of profit, but if you can get at least 10 to 15k on the Trident of the Seas, then I think it's worth it to go in on. You can flip 8 of these every 4 hours, so looks like we are actually going to get that on the Trident today. So we're going to list that and let it do its thing for a while. Should net us, I think if we can get all of them, at least 100k, so that's pretty good. The Amulets of Torture haven't moved in a while. If they don't move within the next 2 minutes or so, we're actually going to check and see if they're actually stagnant. If they are, then we'll have to maybe do a new listing on them, or maybe we just won't, you know, try to flip them at all. So we're going to cut back on the Dragon Claws, though, just because I want to show you guys that I can actually flip the Dragon Claws, because it's a big meme on the channel that I can't flip the Dragon Claws. But look, we're about to make, what, 110k for every Dragon Claw we flip here? So watch this, boys. we'll do 54,632,995. should be good. Hopefully that sells relatively quick, because you guys know I'm cursed with the Dragon Claws. So hopefully those will sell. And if they do sell, you know what? We'll do this. If they do sell, I will give the profits, the total profits of the Dragon Claws flip to someone in the stream. If we can actually flip the Dragon Claws, I will give the profits away. Golden Coworker Award. Absolutely, absolutely. No, it's just like, it's a weird feeling when you know, like, someone you know in real life is watching you on stream. Like, it's just a very odd feeling. Like, I want to do my normal thing and stream like I normally would, even though it's like to 99% of an anonymous audience. So like, that's normally how I go about it. And if I don't know they're in here, then, you know, I'm fine. Like, I don't know they're in here. I'm just doing my thing. But when someone comes in that I know, I'm like, oh man, like, do I have to act different? It's just so tough. Tristan says, yo, Syra, how did you get your bank from 350 mil to 800 mil? LOL. I've got 3 loans out right now. I've got a loan of 50 mil from one of my friends I know in real life. I've got another loan from Ice-T, who's giving me 300 mil. And then I have a third loan from another friend I know in real life who has 171 mil currently. So we will have to give this money back eventually. But I think actually Ice-T, I think our loan is due. So if Ice-T, if you're in here, I can pay you back that 300 mil literally right now or whenever you need it. But those other 2 loans I'm actually going to be able to hold on to for a little while, so that's going to help with this stack a lot. But yes, of course that 300 mil from Ice-T is really, really nice. What game is this? Okay, I get it. I'll leave. No, you don't have to leave. I'm just saying, we need every viewer we can get to just smash that like button. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And finally, if you guys are interested in learning how to flip in old school RuneScape, join us. Link in the description below. We'd love to have you in there to talk about flipping strategies and money making strategies in this game. The best tips, I'm telling you, are in this Discord group. We have over 600 members. Join us on Discord. Eric Rock says, dang, I need some of those loans. I know, man. It's really nice to like be trusted by a lot of you guys to take loans out and things like that, because honestly, it just makes money making so much easier, even though I lost 7 mil today. So round of applause for that one, guys. Ice-T made bank on battle staffs as well. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, if you guys were in the Discord group, but just by the way, if you were in the Discord group, we called out when it was time to buy those battle staffs. We were like, yo, this is the absolute lowest point. Like, get in on the battle staffs now. Now is the time. And look, they're going back up to 8,000 GP for every battle staff. Guys, it doesn't get better than that. We've got the most knowledgeable flippers in the entire game in this Discord, besides a few of the you know, flipping champions, like Small EXP Lamp and Flipping Old School. I wish they would join my Discord, man, but I don't know. I guess they're just not feeling it. But anyway, we're going to sell these Necklaces of Anguish for 15,496,995. 15,496,995. List that. Let it do its thing. Sit back, kick back. Let those profits come in. And we'll just do our thing here. The Bandos chest plates have not moved in a while as well. So we can either check the margin again or just knock up our margin. I think we're going to knock up the margin by about 2K. So we'll do 18,604,000. 18,604, 995, 996 we'll do. Okay, fine. And we'll try to get 7 of those going as well, since we did manually check those in game. Let's see. Tristan said he guided me through the Monkey Madness 2 boss fight. LMAO. Good guy. Like all duchies. Yes, man. Dude, we have a huge, like, we have this, like, Netherlands cult in our Discord group here, and just on the channel as well. So shout out to you guys. You guys are thebomb.com. Party Gifts asks, Sierra, how long have you been flipping on this account? I've been flipping on this account for, gosh, almost 4 years at this point. Every time I get a little bit of money, I tend to do giveaways and things like that, and then I'll take some breaks. So it hasn't been 4 years consistently. It's been maybe more like 3 years on and off. The 4 years is a little bit of a stretch. But my first YouTube video did come out. No, it did come out 3 years ago at this point. So yeah, it would have been three years flipping on this. This dude should do Twitch. Thank you, man. Gemma, join the Discord. Exactly. You got to get in the Discord group, man. You're missing out if you're not in the Discord. Medical question up. Thank you, World of RS. Guys, do you feel like I always miss World of RS's question? Like, let me know in the live chat right now. Like, don't I always miss his question? I literally have to scroll up every single time. He's always like, yo, check my question, check my question. I'm so sorry, man. Anyway, World of RS says, remember when you thought spiked manacles will go down from 800k last time I asked? Well, 2 days ago, someone sold for 1.2 mil. I broke even with them because I sold at 970k. Should have bought at 770k or so. Did I make a statement on the spiked manacles? I don't remember doing that. But anyway, that would have been a tough price point to get in at anyway, 770k, because it's only a little bit less than 800k. So it would have been challenging for you to buy that as well. Tristan says, well, it's 1:24 a.m. See you later. Good night, Tristan, and thank you for tuning in, man. I really do appreciate that, dude. We're getting our first female in the Discord. Didn't we have a female a long time ago? I thought we had one a while ago. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear we had one before. Apache helicopter. Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know if the curse is broken, boys, because we have not been able to flip these claws. We're going to knock them down to 15,625 or 54,625,995. And they better start selling because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a little nervous here. Yeah, we do. Karina, I think her name was. See, I knew we had one. Do we have any active ones? Because I know for a fact that the viewership on my channel, if I get a statistic from YouTube, it is 99% male. 99% male, guys. Come on. A lot of questions today, guys. Thank you for just spamming the questions up. We got 10. Oh, it just said 10 viewers. Now it's 8 viewers. I don't really know what's going on, but 8 viewers. That's fine. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying the stream. And we have another question coming in from World of RS. He says, your exact words, Syrah, about manacles. Manacles, probably going to keep dropping. I don't know, maybe around the 500k point. Could be even cheaper. Not a very promising graph considering they haven't bounced yet. Yes, you guys know I don't like investing or trying to flip items when they are declining in price, especially if a bottom point has not been hit and it's currently at its lowest point ever. You want to wait until these items spike a little bit, because when an item is going down in price, it could keep going down. Like, you don't know when it's going to stop going down. So for example, I remember last year we had some of our bigger flippers in the Discord. I don't know if you did this, World of RS, but I remember Ice-T trying to get into the Grazi. If you guys remember, the Grazi last year was crashing about... it was crashing really bad. It went from like 170 to 130 mil at one point. And I remember you guys were trying to get in, and it was kept going down. And I said, you got to wait for it to bounce, wait for it to bounce. But unfortunately, some of you went in on that flip, and we lost a lot of money collectively doing so. So be patient. The item will bounce, and when it bounces, that is the right time to get in and invest in the item. With Syrah's sexy voice, I think all the female scapers would join. Naz, that is a little too much for me to think about. Party Gift says, do you think you would ever try to transition to Twitch? So we've had this discussion actually a few times. Eventually, I would like to move to Twitch. That being said, I don't think I'm going to move until I have about 10,000 subscribers. I want to build up my YouTube channel before I actually move over to Twitch, and just having everything in one place is a lot easier for me to, keep consistent with it, interact with you guys, and I don't want to jump platforms yet, because when I jump platforms, I want to have a decent amount of viewership behind me to kind of put me up in the rankings on Twitch. So I started here on YouTube. I'm going to keep growing here on YouTube. It just seems to be the most natural way. I got a lot of good numbers in the beginning when I started streaming on YouTube. I still get pretty good numbers for a streamer of my size, so I'm happy with that. And I think just staying here at this point makes the most sense until we have a lot more viewers who are willing to move over to the Twitch platform. Gold Duel, you're 130 mil, says Eno. Definitely not going to do that, man. But I actually don't think... We did one stake on stream. Do you guys remember that? It's a long, long time ago. Only the longer-term fans will probably remember that. 868 is what we're going to sell these Trident of the Seas for. Jeez. Dude, I am like scatterbrained today. I had too many coffees today at work, and for some reason, it's just making me all scatterbrained, and I'm bouncing off the walls over here. Our flips are not going as well as I would have liked. The grimy Renar haven't moved in a while, same as the mahogany planks. I think the mana rays are still working, so we'll leave those for a little bit. The necklaces of anguish are actually our best flip today so far. We're actually going to cut back on the torture as well, because we're not really making anything from that either. We're going to sell this for 15 million, I think 350,000. It should be a good sell point for that. Let me just double check the margin on that. 15,535 is what we'll do, just so we profit a little bit. 15,535, 995. Let's let it do its thing. Boom. I thought it was going to instant sell, but it didn't. Anyway. Last year, that was February. It's almost a year ago. Scythe is going down was my nightmare. Oh, dude, I forgot about the Scythe, man. That was crazy. I'm surprised it didn't see the Grim Reaper. I didn't see the Grim Reaper in my dreams yet, but if I look back at it, it really makes me angry. I didn't react. So, since, try the Elder Maul. Elder Maul is a busted flip, guys. I used to flip the Elder Maul, but since then, I really haven't been able to flip the Elder Mauls for a good profit at all. Like, I've tried flipping them a few times and just have not been able to make anything from it. So, I'm a little bit hesitant to go in and flip those. I want to go from 0 to Tebow, starting free-to-play and self-sustaining the account by buying bonds with GP made only, says Party Gifts. Now, here's the thing, is that is a very fun series concept, right? It's like flipping from 0 and going to Tebow. Like, that's epic. If you can do that, that is completely epic. But the problem with doing that is, in the beginning, you're going to have so much time ramping up. Like, it's going to take you forever to get to 50k. It's going to take you forever to get to 100k from those low stacks. So, in my opinion, it's just not a realistic thing. Like, the average player has access to a moneymaker that is at least 500k an hour. Like, every player has access to something like that. So, if they just were able to use that moneymaker for literally, like, 4 or 5 hours total, then they can have enough money to start like flipping with. So that's why I don't think it's a realistic thing. Gravid says, boy, something grows when you stream, and the music fire. Thank you for tuning in, Gravid, man. Appreciate that. We're about halfway through the stream at this point, guys. So if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Boom, we also have a Discord group, link in the description below. This is the best place to find out about RuneScape investing and flipping. So if you're looking to get better at flipping in RuneScape, the Discord is the #1 best resource for you. So join that, and thank you guys for tuning in today. Love the support we got going on today. Boom, all of those Necklace of Anguishes sold. Look at that, guys. We made about, what, 250k off the Anguishes, so not too bad. The Dragon Claws, guys, I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. I think the curse, we might have tried to preemptively free ourselves of the curse, but no worries, we're gonna lower it a little bit more, and we'll see if we can still get that going. I'm just hoping that after a while, we'll be able to sell at least one, because if we can sell one, then I have the confidence we'll be able to get the other ones off. Do 54 mil, 594k for the claws. I'm going to try to stretch it. I think we can get a little bit more. So I'm going to try to stretch it and see how it goes here. Gravid says, I'm pulling out of the stock market and going into real estate, by the way. Well, good luck with that, man. That's going to be epic. Real estate is a whole nother game, so I wish you the best in your endeavors on that. I would destroy this beat. Yeah, man. Of course, dude. Let's see if I am right about the claws. Okay, World of RS, we'll see if you're right. I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll lower it to where you wanna sell it for, and we'll see what happens. The Bandos chest plates, guys, they're not operating for us. We're gonna move into a higher item actually here. We're gonna do the Armadillo crossbows, guys, which are quite a good flip. They're pretty low in price right now. I think the lowest they've gone is 24 mil, maybe a little bit lower than that. So, okay, there's just no margin on those crossbows here, so we're not going to actually tune into those. See my Instagram comment previously. Where is your Instagram comment, man? I don't see it. Anyway, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I was trying to find the Instagram comment. But anyway, we're going to start flipping the Brimstone Ring. And the only reason I'm going to flip this is because it's cheap and it's a freaking good flip, man. So we're going to try and flip this a few times. And then actually, I think we might try to flip a Grazi. We might try to flip a Grazi here on stream for you guys. Just so you know, I want to get some profits today. And I lost like 7 mil today. So I'm trying to double down and make those profits back. And I want to flip a Grazi because it's been a while since I've done those. Gravid says, I got a bounce, man, but I'll hit you up on Discord later on. Sounds good, dude. Dragon Claw curse still on. If we profit, you know, the curses could be lifted. I'm just saying. Is your spirit ready for Christmas, or is it a bit too early for that? It's too early, man. It goes Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. Until American Thanksgiving ends, you are not allowed to sing any holiday music. There's no holiday ads allowed. Oh, who was right? I told you, boys. I told you. I freaking told you, man. If you just have a little bit of patience with these things, sometimes they'll work wonders on you. And let's see how much profit that is. Let's go ahead and calculate that. That's about 300K. About 300K profit on that. Very, very nice. We're giving that away, guys. We're giving it away. We won. We did the flip. The Dragon Claw flip maybe is lifted. We might have just gotten lucky, but anyway, we're gonna give away 300K today for that. So, or should I just add it to the drop party? What do you guys think? Because like 300K, it's like not that much, you know. What's a holiday ad? Yeah, like a Christmas ad or like a Santa, you know, like have those Santa ads and things like that. So, anyway, we're gonna do. Let's check the Grazi. Now, I gotta use GE Tracker for the Grazi, so you guys will have to stay tuned for a quick second here. I'll put this on the exchange so it's a little bit more exciting to watch. I do have to pull up the Grazi on GE Tracker. We're gonna check and see if we can potentially get a good flip out of this. Ooh, it's really high priced, boys. I'm a little bit afraid to try to do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. And see if we can get one going here. Let's go ahead and list the Grazi for 189 million 515 995 984. Okay, fine. Should be okay there. It's a little bit on the lower side, but I'm gonna try and flip it. What do I owe you now? You owe me nothing, man. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to stop and thank everyone really quick for the just the dedication on these live streams. A lot of you have been tuning in recently, and I really appreciate that. I've been trying to bring you guys as many streams as possible, so thank you for tuning in. And of course, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack and things like that, I really will not mind answering them at all. These are what the flipping live streams are for. It's for teaching you guys how to flip and how to make the most with your cash stack. So definitely let me know if you guys have any questions about what to flip in old school RuneScape. The Amulet of Torture still kind of making me a little queasy here. It's not really wanting to flip, so we'll need to keep a close eye on that. We're going to try the Armadillo Chain Skirt and see how much profit we can make off of that. The Dragon Claws were actually the biggest flip today with a 300K profit, so very, very happy with that. I do want to try and get some more items going here, though, before you know, the end of the stream. I mean, we still have 20 minutes, but like we need to get some good profits going. We haven't had anything outstanding so far. Things have been pretty stagnant, so we need to make sure that we're, you know, allocating enough into the bigger flips here. We're just gonna dump this Torture. It's not selling for us. We probably broke close to even. Okay, we still even made profit on that one. We still lost a little bit of money because of the margin check, so that's completely fine. We almost completed the Trident of the Seas as well, so that's good. Popping in late again. What is up, Brendan? Good to see you, man. No worries that you got in here late. Harith, good to see you as well. You're my favorite streamer, Sira, just so you know, man. Iced tea for me. Wow, where were you guys? Were you just quiet the whole time? We just had like a bunch of people pop on in, so welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like if you are enjoying the stream, but of course, we're going to continue the stream here today. Iced tea, also, because you're in here right now, I don't know if you heard this before. If you want your loan paid back, I got you right now on stream, man, so just let me know. I don't need the money anymore. I've got a lot of money loaned out to me right now from some other friends I know, so if you want your loan paid back right now, I can do that for you. Got a meeting in like 10 hours. Whoo, you better get to sleep, man. It's nearly 1 a.m. and I need to sort a sleeping pattern soon, lol. Dude, you guys, okay, listen, I know you guys want to tune into the streams and stuff like that. I get it, but you guys got to, you got to get your sleep, man. I don't want to be responsible for you falling asleep in class, falling asleep at work, falling asleep, I don't know, at 7 p.m. when you get home from work, working 8 hours. Ice-T, dude, you guys gotta go to bed, man. I'll always be here. I'll be bringing you more streams, of course, and of course the weekend streams as well. If you guys don't know, I will be streaming at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the weekends. Now, I do have to say that the consistent live streaming will be coming to an end here soon. You know, of course, not the consistent live streaming. That was a bad way to say it. Of course, I will still be streaming very frequently, but the streak of streaming every day will soon be broken. I know for a fact I will not be able to stream on Saturday this weekend, and yeah, so I do apologize for that. But that being said, I've got some fire videos, boys. They're coming your way. I've been working on them on like behind the scenes. We're gonna have a lot of uploads coming out, so you guys stay tuned to that. Just be sure when those uploads come out, guys, to smash that like button. Really helps me out a lot when you guys do that, so thank you. I got work in 32 hours. Woo, Jordy, you got a day off, man. You better be flipping behind the scenes and showing a little bit of that profit with me, you know what I'm saying? Party Gift says, hey, you always mention your profits from streams will be posted in the Discord, but I can never find it there. That's because I always forget to post it. I'll try to post it today. We started with 914 mil, so I'll see if I can clear these things up and post the profits in the Discord. But like I said, guys, the profits on the streams are not as crazy as they are when I'm not streaming, because one, people compete on my margins with me, and two, I'm trying to talk with you guys a lot more, and I easily get distracted. Lucky you, Baldy. I know, man. I'm jealous. Going to sleep now, then. See you later, Ice-T. Thanks for tuning in today, man. So when am I getting that 300k? You ain't getting it. That's right. You ain't getting it. You're the one that cursed me, Naz. You're the reason I'm cursed. So you're not getting that 300k ever. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna keep working with our 450 mil here, guys. I do have a perfect flip that is actually going to be pretty controversial. We'll see what's going to happen with this flip. I'm actually thinking we might lose money on this one, guys, but I want to try and flip it anyway because I know the price movements have been real funky recently. We've got the Dragon Hunter Lance. It's gone down actually 2 mil today, so it is at 88.1 mil right now. We're going to try to flip a few of these and see how much we can make from it, and I'm hoping we can get a good bit because usually when an item is on a downward trend but isn't going to crash completely, you can pick up a few for cheap. So that's what we're here doing today. We're going to try and do that. And get that said, boom, we started to sell those Armadillo skirts as well. Let's go, boys. We're making some good profit now. All right, it's picking up a little bit. We're gonna knock the Grazi up to 189,605 actually. So we're gonna see if that is a better price point. I think it will be. Let's see, Grazi 189,605, 995. List that, let it do its thing. Hopefully those profits will come in decently quickly. What is this? 22 mil left to invest. Let's go ahead and do the Zulrah scales. Now, we haven't touched these today. I wonder if Zulrah scales are actually still crashing in price. I'm curious to see if they are. Anyway, looks like they've sort of stagnated out a little bit. Let's see the low price. Yeah, looks like they're kind of at a flat line right now. We're going to avoid the Zulrah scales because a 1 GP margin is really not worth it for me. We also need to cut back on the grimy Renarweed as well. We're going to sell these for 7,880. Yeah, it should sell pretty quickly, honestly. And we'll let that do its thing here, guys. Whew! Always smash the like. Real MVPs smash the like. That's right, Monster Trio. Real freaking MVPs. They smash that like button. Monster Trio 333, if you don't mind typing something else in the chat, you will see your new status. World of RS says this will come in an update when the new Mortania update goes live. Do you think the tortures will crash or go up to like 16 mil or more? Honestly, here's the thing, guys. Let me, before I get into that, actually, World of RS, let me invest this 99 mil. Let's go ahead and get an item flip going. We can do the Torstol because that's what happens when the grimy Renarweed doesn't work. We do the Torstol instead, boys. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a good flip on that, but I actually don't know what's going to happen with the Zenite jewelry. Okay, this is not going to work. Straight up, this is not going to work, but we're going to try it. The thing with the Zenite jewelry is it's at a very weird price because when it first came out, obviously it was very high in price. Then it crashed to 11 mil, and now it's been at 15 mil for quite a long time. So I don't really know. An update is definitely going to push the price one way or the other, but I also feel like if the price goes up more, people are going to go to demonic gorillas more because people like to kill them. They're not the easiest to kill, but they are entertaining. But I guess not a lot of people are killing them then because there's not a ton of supply coming into the game. Hence why the Zenyte jewelry is like 15 mil-ish. You know, that's why it's kind of balanced out. I would think, my guess would be the price of the Zenyte jewelry will go up when these new updates come out because more people will be trying the update first, and I don't think people are going to run because the Zenyte is 16 mil. They're going to be like, oh, I got to go to demonics. I don't think that will happen. I could be wrong, but I don't think that will happen. So I do believe the Zenyte jewelry will go up in price in that standpoint. But guys, take a look. We made a lot of money on those Armadyl chain skirts. Looks like we made about another 300k, so very nice. We're actually going to go in and try to flip a few more of those here before we cash out completely on the Armadyl chain skirt. So we're going to knock up the margin a little bit on those and see how many we can get going here. A White King says, hello, Sierra. What's up, man? It's good to see you. It has been a long time. You always, like, go on these hiatuses where you're gone for so long, and then eventually you always pop back in. So welcome back. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Leave a like if you are, man. My question about Torture's future is up. Read part 2 as well. Okay, will do. A blood shard is an attachment to the amulet of torture that passively saps the life from your opponent while doing melee damage. It gives a small percentage of the health back to the player. This will come in an update when the new Mortania update goes live. Do you think the tortures will crash or go up to 6? They're going to go way up. Tortures are going to go way up if they can be upgraded. Because everyone's going to want to upgrade them. And everyone's going to buy tortures. That hasn't been voted in yet, right? Because if that is a big speculation. Because if that gets put in the game, then that is going to be a crazy speculative and possibly very rewarding investment. It could go up mils. I would not be surprised to see a amulet of torture at 18 mil after such an event. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. But that being said, I do not think this has been voted into the game yet. And keep in mind, last time that a life stealing sort of item tried to get put into the game, it did not get passed. So likely the amulet of torture upgrade will not pass. Just putting that out there. What about filling jugs of water? I think that's botted these days. Harith says most people are bots in real life and can't kill demonics without that plugin. Dude, okay, hold on, hold the phone. I killed them without the plugin upgrade from RuneLite. Back in the day when RuneLite wasn't in use, shout out to Conduit, man. Shout out to freaking Conduit, boys. We used to stream Conduit streams. You guys remember that? So long ago. Oh my goodness. And now RuneLite is like the golden standard, but remember the Conduit streams, the Conduit videos? Man, I miss that client. Conduit was the most, like, quote unquote, like, old school RuneScape themed client that they had. Here's the graphs, you guys. It just came in. We're going to try and turn around and sell this for $189,995. $189,995? Oh, no. Not enough nines, boys. $189,999,995. There we go. Woo! Hopefully that's going to sell. If it does, boom, bank profits coming in. But we'll see if that actually does sell. Plus, making any Zenyte jewelry needs a huge crafting stat to make them. Isn't the torture currently best in slot for most things? If it's not best in slot, no, it is best in slot. The amulet of torture is the best melee necklace you can get. Do you fund this account with in real life money or membership, or is it self-sustained? It's a self-sustained, boys. You know how it is. I have not paid for membership in about 3 years, so you said that 999 like a German did. That's what I meant to do. I meant to use like a German accent on it. So, yes. Once you get a big enough stack, you can flip to get 6 mil in 2 weeks. Dude, you can, like, if you have a big stack, like, there's been days when I've logged onto this game and just flipped, like, for, I would say, pretty consistently for, like, 4 hours during the day, a total, and I profit, like, 8 mil. Which, wait, that actually doesn't sound too good. But anyway, yeah, I mean, you're barely doing any work for those things, though. I'm just like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, that's only 2 mil an hour. That's not that good. 8811595 is what we're going to list these Dragon Hunter Lances for. I want to get a few because we did spend some money on a margin check for that. What would you say is big enough, I assume, for flipping? Well, if you want to get into flipping, I recommend that most people start with at least a 5 mil cash stack, although my personal recommendation is to start with 10 mil if you're learning how to flip and you don't have a ton of money. If you have at least 10 mil, you're going to be in a fine spot. Zora is 2 mil an hour. Why is that not good? No, 2 mil an hour is good, is a good money making method in game, but I can make more than you know, 8 mil in a day. Like, we could definitely make more than that. I usually only flip for, like, I would say daily. I do the live stream, that's how much flipping I do, and then I just do like overnight flips, but during the day, so what I call day flips. I do those during the day as well, to moderate success. Like, I don't flip a ton after the stream and things like that. I should be flipping more. I do want to get more back into it, but like, by the time I'm done, like, I gotta do laundry and then I go to bed, basically. And of course, I watch YouTube videos as well, so that is my vice. I do like watching a lot of YouTube and following other creators as well. Party Gift says, do you buy a bond every 2 weeks or bought many bonds for a long time? So that's a great question. I buy a bond every time I need it. So every 2 weeks or so, I buy a bond. That being said, I wish I had enough capital to invest. Well, let me get this flip going here as well. But I wish I had enough capital to invest in bonds when they were low. But it's just not really something that I want to put my cash towards at this point. Like, I have so much working capital, basically, that I like to just recycle it. I don't like to hold on to investments or flips for too long. That's because I don't even have a bill yet. So I need to keep my cash liquid, and I need to keep growing it on top of itself by actively flipping it, because I think I can make more money that way than speculatively investing on an item. Bond is almost 6.3 mil. OMG. Glad I bought for 5.8 mil. The bond crash is coming. Do not worry. It is going to crash. Historically, it crashes late January. Between late January and early March timeframe is usually when bonds start to crash. So keep your eyes out for that. The bonds will go back down in price. They tend to go all the way down, and then they slowly raise up over the year. Typically is what the bonds usually do. So keep that in mind. Oh, able to get that Grazi off, guys. Love seeing it. That is going to be a nice profit of about what? That was maybe... Where did we buy it? Did I miss it? There it is, 189,605. That's nothing crazy. That's like what, 3 mil? Yeah, about 3 mil. A little bit more. It's about not 3 mil. Oh my god, 300k. Almost or about 400k. It's about 400k. So we're actually gonna go in and get another one of those. I can't believe I just said 3 mil. We did not make 3 mil on that flip. Don't worry. You didn't miss anything. We made 300, about 400k. So very nice. Party Gift says, have you ever attempted to flip bonds? I have attempted to flip bonds. Thank you for asking that question. There is one big difficulty behind flipping bonds, and that is you have to pay the conversion fee. So whatever you buy the bond for, let's say you're buying bonds cheap for 3.5 mil. Well, even when bonds are cheap, there's still a conversion fee of about 200 to 300k. I forget. There's like a percent calculation you can do on the bond. So what I recommend doing is when you invest in those bonds, you have to take that price, the conversion price, into consideration, right? So make sure that when you're actually calculating the margin, you are taking that conversion price into play. And I'll make a video on that actually, on about bond investing. But when you do that, you want to make sure that you convert them when they're at their cheap price, because if you wait to convert them before you sell them, the conversion fee is going to be higher. So when you originally invest in those bonds, you want to make sure that you pay the conversion fee as well. We should do a whole video on that, because that is a really, really good topic. Thank you for bringing that up, Party Gifts. We also have Weird asking and saying, hey, didn't you have a list of flips? We do have a list of flips. It is in our Discord group, link in the description below to join that group. It is a list of about, I want to say it's at least 50 items that I recommend and I personally flip day to day that make me a lot of bank. So definitely check that out if you are looking for more items to flip. If you go into my Discord group and ask like, hey, where's the flipping list? Someone will link it to you. So just definitely check that Discord group out. There's a lot of good money making tips in there. Olivia says, but like, what's the yield on that bond? Coupon rate? Oh my gosh, bringing me back to my statistics class in college. I don't want to think about those memories, so a little bit scarred that you brought that up, no lie. Jordy says it's 10% of the average GE price. Thank you. So if a bond is like, I don't know, 3 mil or so, then you got to pay that conversion fee of 300K. I hope I did that math right, because if I did it wrong, I'm not correcting it. Oh, this is a great one. World of RS says, how do you feel about the guy who bought the pie for 100K in the Discord? Dude, I feel bad for that guy, man. But hey, like, that's what you guys got to be careful when you're trying to buy an item that's not traded that much and you just crank up the price on it. Someone could be selling it for a high price. This is called flip sniping, or I think it's called item sniping, actually, coined by Flipping Old School. So item sniping is when you sell a very low traded item for a very high price, and someone that really, really needs it or for like a specific situation will crank the price up a ton on that item, hence where it gets filled by you and you make bank for literally no reason. So let me get this 46 mil invested because it's literally been sitting here doing nothing. So let's get Dragon Arrow. Actually, Diamond Dragon Ball Z. You guys know I'm a big fan of this item. Should be able to get at least 10K on these. And then we'll check on these Armadillo Chain Skirts in a minute as well and see what we can do for those. We will be starting to sell some of these flips. I'm actually waiting for the Dragon Hunter Lance to fill out before turning everything around. And boom, these Diamond Dragon Bolts. Whew, big margin on those, about 30 GP each. We're going to list them, let them do their thing. Salute to that. We'll let that sit for a while. As Party Gifts asks, which other flipping YouTubers do you watch? I have a few personal recommendations of mine who I like to watch, and here they are for you right now. I mean, I have a bunch that I watch. I literally, like, any flipping YouTuber that I found, I usually subscribe to and watch and try to, like, be encouraging for them because, like, I do the same thing. Let's collaborate, you know, let's make some awesome flips and just showcase what we know. But some other good flipping YouTubers are Flipping Old School, like I've said a few times. Small EXP Lamp is also very, very good. Those guys are both very knowledgeable about flipping, so I'd highly recommend checking out their channels if you haven't already. On top of that, a lesser-known channel called Zed Games. Very, very good channel to watch as well. Definitely check them out if you're interested in flipping content. He's about the same size as me, I believe, and I think he's still making flipping and money-making content, so definitely check that out as well. And there's this one other guy, I can't remember his name, and I feel really bad right now, but I'll if you message me on Discord, I'll shoot you his name. I don't know why I can't think of it. I'm totally blanking. Anyway, we're going to turn around and sell the Grazi for 189,990,995. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit under. That's what I tend to do, is I do a little regression. When I'm only flipping one item, I regress the price. Like, it depends on the price of the item, how much I'll do it by, but I'll undercut. This one I'm undercutting by about 10K or so, because sometimes the prices of your items are actually logged. Boom, look at that, boys. Come on. Come on. That is amazing. Let's go in and get another one. Whoo! Good flips today, boys. That's all I'm saying. But like I was saying, I'm regressing the sell price because sometimes the flips get logged on GE Tracker, and I want to make sure that I am competing with GE Tracker on these pricings. Try blowpipes. They were 5 mil. Now they're 4.7 mil. Ooh, we got to get in on those. Let's turn around and sell these brimstones. I'm going to try to clear up a slot for that, actually. Thank you for the heads up, World of RS. We're going to try to move in and do a few of those. 4827 is what we'll sell these for. 4827. 995. That's how you know I don't want to say the entire, like, price of an item, is if I just say, like, 4827 instead of 4,827,995. Whew. I just like the abbreviations, okay? Now, we're going to cut back on the mana rays as well. I'm actually feeling really good about these because they didn't really stop buying out. They were slowly buying this whole time, and then they stopped right at the end there, which usually means the price has gone upwards. So we should be able to flip that, no problem. We're also going to turn around and get these mahogany planks sold off. I think they were going for, like, 2,070 something, but I'm just going to do 2,050, try to get them off pretty quickly. And they did an instant sell, which is unfortunate. Let's actually go in, and we'll try to flip the blowpipes here because they'll be a little bit faster. Let's see if we can capitalize on those before we head out of here. 4 points. They might keep going down, though. We'll have to see. Looks like a decent flip. We'll go in and do a few of these, a little bit over 10K for each one we're going to do. So we'll get 7 of them listed, and we'll let them do their thing. And if they do not sell, or if we cannot, well, yeah, if we can't sell them on stream, I'm actually going to list them for about, what the heck? That's not, that is a very bad sign. If you are a flipper and that happens to you, I highly recommend canceling the item. If something instant buys, you don't want to be a part of that. That usually means an item is crashing. So just to be safe, we're going to cut back on that. I might have let that sit for a little bit longer, personally, but I don't want to lose any money, so we're going to turn around and sell these as fast as we can just to get them off of our hands. We also got all the lances as well, which we're going to turn around and sell for, I believe, 88,234 is what we'll do. 88234,995. There we go. And we'll list that, let it do its thing. It should net us a fair bit of cash as long as we can get all of those off. And this time, guys, I promise I will post the profits on the Discord. I know I always forget to do it. This time, I'll do it for sure. Party Gift says, here is a unique question. Do you speak any other languages? Hola, español, sí. Just kidding. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak any other languages. Actually, language in school was by far my worst subject. Any language class I took, I had a significantly lower grade in. So if I had, you know, B's in school, I had a C in language class. Always. I was never good at language, and I have not been able to learn a language in my time, unfortunately. I've actually put in good effort to trying. Like, not even kidding, and I just can't get it. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, but Elder Mall is on the flipping list and you haven't done them in months. Because Jordy is just begging me to do those Elder Malls, we'll do them right now for you, man. Take a look at the margin on these. I mean, see, like an item that's 10.6 mil only has a margin of like a little bit over 10K. Like, man, that's tough, you know? That's tough. We'll go ahead, we'll do 4 of them and see how it goes for us. It means, hi, I am Syra in Estonian, my home language. I don't want to mess up the pronunciation of anything, so I'm not going to do it, but, anyway. I want to find a way to how to change my YouTube name to my Discord name, which is one at a time. There is a way to change the YouTube name, and it's relatively easy, man, so, message me on Discord. Maybe I can actually help you figure that out after the stream here, but on stream, I'm not going to be able to focus on that, but message me on Discord. By the way, if any of you are interested in joining our flipping Discord group where you learn how to flip and talk about flipping strategies and money-making strategies in old school RuneScape, join us in our Discord group, link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip. I'm not even kidding. We have over 600 members, which means over 600 satisfied customers, as they would say. But obviously, it's free. You don't have to pay anything for it, and I post a lot of screenshots of my own personal flips on there, and so do other members of the Discord. But if you don't want to join that, then just smack that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know we always have tips going here. We're going to turn around and sell these Armadillo chain skirts for 33,960,000. 33,960,995. List that, let it do its thing. Boom. Hopefully that sells relatively quickly, and we're actually gonna go a little bit longer to see if we get any Elder Malls before I end the stream, but I'm just gonna let everything sit for in the next 5 minutes or so, answer your guys' questions, then we'll put in all of our sell offers, and we're going to be wrapping up for the day. Got a CC too. We used to have a CC, but we don't anymore. But now that we're streaming more consistently, I think we'll bring the CC back. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I was just pointing out how outdated the list is. There are a lot of things you do every stream that aren't on there. Yes, I should watch older streams and put items on there as well. Maybe I'll give some of the admins access to that so they can add items as well. They just have to use the same structure, and then we'll be good on that. That being said, the items on the list aren't really outdated because I'm trying to get as many items that I know are decent flips on there. Flips, like, they tend to not get outdated. Like, an item, if it's a good flip, it usually remains a good flip, for the most part. But there are a couple items that have crashed significantly in price where that doesn't account for, but none of those, I believe, are on the flipping list. So, anyway. Try ACB. We looked at the Armadillo crossbow earlier. It was only a 2K margin, so I decided to stay away from that one. But we could try the Zami Spear as well. Kaizen, welcome Kaizen. I don't think you've said anything today, so thank you for tuning into the stream. Thanks for the support. And he says, Syratube, are there any other tips like if I buy an item insta-buys, it's gonna crash, and why is that? Great question. There are a few tips like that. Now, I can't really mention them or think of them off the top of my head, but I can explain why, if an item insta-buys, why it is crashing. So basically, if you margin check an item and then you put a listing in at its lowest price, even if you knock up the margin like a tiny bit to overcut someone, and it instantly buys, that means the item is likely crashing because someone is dumping that item. And it doesn't always mean this, but especially if it happens really, really quickly and in a significant chunk. So as you saw there, I listed the toxic blowpipes for their low buy price, and I immediately bought 3 of them, which is a very, very, very bad sign. Since I had 3, there are 2 rules there. They instant bought as soon as I listed it, and I got 3 of them at once, which usually means you are paying too much for the item because a lot of people are trying to sell that item for that price that you were buying at. So if that is the case, usually it means an item is on a downward movement. So if that happens to you, what I recommend doing is quickly taking those items that you bought out, trying to turn around and sell them for your original margin that you checked, and watch them closely. Only leave them for about 3 minutes, 5 minutes or so. And if none of them sell, then list them like between the margin at some point, and then just wait. You might have to wait overnight and let that sell if that happens to you. I'll try to think of other like flipping indicators that can happen. As you can see, like I'm pretty sure those Diamond Dragon Bolts just bought out. The reason I'm not concerned with these, actually, I bet they are on a downward movement, but I'm not concerned of them crashing because it did take a while to actually get those to buy in all at once. So we're going to turn around, sell that for 1,142, list that and let it do its thing. It's also a different category of item as well. Harith says, if you guys haven't already liked the stream, you must like it. Please like the stream, guys. Seriously, smashing that like button, you have no idea how much it helps out on these videos. We had one of our previous streams get 21 likes, which is freaking outstanding, guys. Thank you, guys. Literally, I'm like begging you. Not begging you, I'm just appraising you guys. Thank you for helping me get those likes. Really appreciate it. The support on these streams since I've gotten back have been incredible. So thank you guys. Like seriously, I'm literally like, I can only stream during like 2 a.m. for half of our audience, and like half of you guys are freaking here. It's insane. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And we finished up on those mana rays, and I actually forget. Oh, the mahogany planks. Both of those made us a good bit of coin, especially the mana rays. Look at that. Boom. 150k for mana rays. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, we also got a good margin on the mahogany planks as well, which we made about 40k. And we did not get a lot of them at all, so that's very, very solid. We're going to cut back on the Elder Moles. I don't think we're going to have any luck with them today, and I don't want to really wait any longer for those. We're going to turn around and sell the Torstol as well, which, if you guys remember, the margin was extremely high for those. 8,120 is what we'll sell for. 8,120, it should sell. I mean, nah, it probably won't sell, but we'll see if it does. If it does, that's actually insane. But we'll let it sit for a little bit, see if we can sell at least one. And then if you guys know when I end the stream, if I've sold at least one, there's hope, so. Mr. Gaming, what's up, man? Good to see you. He says, I'm finally back to 43 mil. Congrats on that 43 mil. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined us on Discord, by the way, link in the description below, join us on there if you really want to learn more flipping tips and flipping strategies in old school RuneScape. But if you refuse to join the Discord, that's okay. If you want to know when I'm streaming, I have been putting my streams like on YouTube. I've been scheduling the streams on YouTube. So if you're not in our Discord group, then please hit the bell next to me to get notified of when I'm going live. I literally have posted my stream schedule on YouTube so you guys can see when the next stream is coming up, adjusted it to your specific time zone. I forgot to mention that earlier in the stream. So if you are not in the Discord, let me repeat. If you are not in the Discord, you want to know when I'm streaming, first hit the bell next to my subscribe button there on the channel, and it will notify you of when I'm streaming like 24 hours in advance. So that is lit. Definitely check that out. White King says, still playing WoW. How were you enjoying it? I still am. Not nearly as much. I'm about level 43, a Dwarf Priest. It's going well. I just have not been playing as much recently. I haven't played in about 3 weeks because, man, I've been pumping out this old school content, and I've been so motivated to come back and do some flips because, guys, I've just been making so much bank recently. Like, I know I lost 7 mil on one of my flips in the Discord earlier, but guys, like, overall, I've been making so much cash. So I'm telling you, if you're not flipping right now in old school RuneScape, this is like one of the greatest times we've had in a while. And I think the Twisted League has something to do with it. Everyone's playing Twisted League, no one's really playing the main game, and it's just making margins insanely high. Mr. Gaming says, can I ask what is your goal? My goal is currently to get to 1 billion coins in old school RuneScape. That is my goal. That's what I'm pushing towards, and we're going to get there really, really soon. I've been like 10xing these streams, these flips, and we should get there in, I think we can do it before maybe the summer. It's asking a lot, but if I keep consistent with the streams, I think we can get there, guys. World of RS says, have you ever tried to catch a falling knife, an item that is in a downward movement, and profited from the predictions? If so, what item and how much? I've only done that one time, ever, and it was with the Garazi. And it wasn't the time that I was talking about before when it was going down to like 130 mil and possibly lower. It was, I saw a movement where the Grazi actually hit a low point the night before and bounced back up. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can hit that again. I listed 2 Grazis, profited 7.5 mil on each one, and sold them in the morning for that profit. And boom, I was so happy. Like, this is the biggest flip I've ever had, a 15 mil flip. Like, I've never done more than a 15 mil flip in a single flip. So that was my most I've ever made by trying to catch a falling knife. And I guess it's not really necessarily catching a falling knife because it was a dip price and it did bounce the next day. So I just predicted it would do it again. So it's not really a falling knife. So I don't know if I've ever really truly read the bottom of a price before. Torsols are crashing. That being said, if they do crash, I'm actually not worried about it because we got in at 7.8k-ish, and I actually think they will bounce overnight, and we're going to actually be able to sell them for 8,120 because there's been a lot of price movement on the Torsols recently, so I'm not even going to worry about it, to be honest. We're just going to let those sell off stream, but we did finish on those, what are they, the Brimstone Rings, excuse me. We made, what, 28.9 on the sell. Wow, that's a lot of profit for the Brimstone Rings. Looks like we made about 200k. Dude, every flip we've had today has been insane. The profits on the stream are going to be nuts. So I'm actually going to end the stream here. We are going to let these items sell overnight or within the next day or so. And this time, I promise, I'll post the profits in the Discord. As long as I don't go and try to flip other things as well. This Lance is definitely going to sell here. For sure, I think the Lance might bounce back up to 89 mil or so. It's going to be a close one. It's either going to go down or it's going to go up overnight. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. And 88.2 mil is pretty low though. So could be a falling knife item as well. So be careful with that. Wait, let me grab my cash. I always end the stream with the cash on me, you know? Boom. All right, let's go. It's 10 past 1 a.m. I'm off to bed. See you later, Jordy, man. Enjoy your rest, and you need it, man. Even though you have off work tomorrow, that's freaking amazing. Do you know anything about Estonia or not much at all? I can't say I know a lot, man, unfortunately. Yes, I've thrown a boomerang. It didn't go very far, and it landed in the sand. I threw it one time. It was on a beach. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the live stream today, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Shout out to Ravenous Mike. Shout out to Just Call Me Naz. And of course, guys, if you want more flipping information and just learn how to flip and, you know, talk with other flippers about your money-making strategies and investments, join us in Discord, link in the description below. As always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Seriously, it has been amazing here recently, and I'll see you all next time.